A life of service and defiance, introducing Alexander Litvinenko. Alexander Litvinenko was a former officer of the Russian security services. He worked for the FSB and its predecessor, the KGB. Litvinenko specialized in organized crime. He dedicated years of his life to serving his country. However, his career took a dramatic turn when he became a vocal critic of corruption within the Russian government. He publicly accused high-ranking officials of engaging in illegal activities. This act of defiance put Litvinenko on a collision course with powerful forces. Litvinenko's story is one of bravery and betrayal. He dared to speak out against injustice. He faced threats and intimidation because of this, but he refused to be silenced. His unwavering commitment to truth and accountability ultimately cost him his life. His death sent shockwaves through the international community. Litvinenko's case became a symbol of the dangers faced by those who dared to challenge the Kremlin. It highlighted the growing climate of fear and repression in Russia under Vladimir Putin. Litvinenko's legacy continues to inspire activists and dissidents around the world. His story serves as a reminder of the importance of fighting for justice, even in the face of danger. The 1998 accusations, challenging the FSB from within. In 1998, Litvinenko and several of his FSB colleagues made a shocking announcement. They publicly accused their superiors of ordering the assassination of Boris Berezovsky. Berezovsky was a prominent Russian oligarch. He had fallen out of favor with the government. The accusations sent shockwaves through Russia. They exposed deep divisions within the country's security services. The officers claimed they had been ordered to kill Berezovsky. They refused to carry out the order. They believed it to be illegal and immoral. Their decision to go public with these allegations was a risky one. They knew they were putting themselves in danger, but they felt it was their duty to expose the truth. The accusations against the FSB had far-reaching consequences. They tarnished the reputation of the security services. They also raised serious questions about the rule of law in Russia. The Kremlin denied any involvement in the plot to kill Berezovsky. The accused FSB officers were arrested and charged with abuse of power. The repercussions, arrests, acquittals, and the price of dissent. Following the accusations, Alexander Litvinenko found himself at the center of a political firestorm. He was arrested in March 1999. The charges related to exceeding his authority as an FSB officer. The arrest was widely seen as an attempt to silence him. It was a common tactic used by the Russian government to suppress dissent. Despite facing pressure and intimidation, Litvinenko maintained his innocence. His case dragged on for months, attracting international attention. The world watched as this former secret agent challenged the Russian justice system. In a surprising turn of events, Litvinenko was acquitted in November 1999. The judge ruled that there was insufficient evidence to convict him. However, his freedom was short-lived. He was rearrested almost immediately on fabricated charges. This time, the accusations related to theft and illegal weapons possession. The message was clear: challenging the Kremlin came at a steep price. After spending several months in pre-trial detention, the charges against Litvinenko were again dismissed in 2000. Recognizing the danger he was in, Litvinenko fled Russia with his family. They sought asylum in the United Kingdom, where he continued to be a vocal critic of the Putin regime. Exile in London, seeking asylum and a voice for criticism. In 2000, Litvinenko was granted asylum in the United Kingdom. He settled in London with his wife and son. From exile, he continued to speak out against the corruption and human rights abuses of the Putin government. He became a British citizen and embraced his new life in London. He wrote books and articles. He gave interviews to journalists and researchers. He became a valuable source of information for Western intelligence agencies. Litvinenko's criticisms of the Kremlin continued to anger the Russian government. He accused Putin of being involved in various crimes. These included the bombing of apartment buildings in Russia and the assassination of journalist Anna Politkovskaya. He provided evidence to support his claims. This made him a target. Despite the risks, Litvinenko remained undeterred. He believed that his safety in the UK was guaranteed. He continued to meet with other Russian dissidents and exiles. He worked with them to expose the truth about Putin's regime. Little did he know, his time in London was running out. Section 5. The Litvinenko poisoning. A shocking turn of events. On November 1, 2006, Alexander Litvinenko fell seriously ill. His symptoms were sudden and severe. He was admitted to a London hospital. Doctors were baffled by his condition. They conducted numerous tests, but they struggled to find the cause of his illness. Litvinenko's health deteriorated rapidly. He became weaker with each passing day. Despite the best efforts of medical professionals, his condition remained a mystery. As the days turned into weeks, it became clear that Litvinenko had been poisoned. But the substance used to poison him remained unknown. The world watched in horror as this once healthy and vibrant man fought for his life. Section 6, Polonium-210, Unveiling the Deadly Weapon. After weeks of agonizing illness, Alexander Litvinenko died on November 23, 2006. His death sent shockwaves through the United Kingdom and the international community. A murder investigation was immediately launched. The police faced a race against time to identify the poison and the perpetrators. The investigation revealed that Litvinenko had been poisoned with polonium-210. It is a rare and highly radioactive substance. Traces of the poison were found in Litvinenko's body. They were also found in places he had visited before his illness. The use of polonium-210 pointed to the involvement of a state actor. It is a difficult substance to obtain. It requires sophisticated technology and expertise. The discovery of polonium-210 sent a chilling message. It showed that the Russian government was willing to use deadly force to silence its critics, even on foreign soil. The Litvinenko case became a defining moment in relations between Russia and the West. It marked a new era of espionage and political assassination. Section 7, The Aftermath, Diplomatic Fallout, and International Condemnation. The use of polonium-210 to murder Litvinenko on British soil sparked outrage and condemnation worldwide. The United Kingdom expelled several Russian diplomats. It also imposed sanctions on Russia. Other countries followed suit, condemning the assassination and demanding answers from Moscow. Russia denied any involvement in Litvinenko's death. The Kremlin dismissed the accusations as Western propaganda. It refused to cooperate with the investigation. The diplomatic fallout from the Litvinenko case was significant. It damaged relations between Russia and the West. It created an atmosphere of mistrust and suspicion. The case also highlighted the dangers faced by Russian dissidents living abroad. They became targets of the Kremlin's reach. Section 8, The Skripal Poisonings, Echoes of a Chilling Past. The 2018 poisoning of Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia in Salisbury, England, brought back chilling memories of the Litvinenko case. Skripal, a former Russian military intelligence officer, had been convicted of spying for the UK in 2004. He was later exchanged in a spy swap and settled in England. The Skripals were found unconscious on a park bench in Salisbury. They were rushed to the hospital in critical condition. The British government accused Russia of using a Novichok nerve agent to poison the Skripals. Novichok is a deadly nerve agent developed by the Soviet Union. The poisoning sparked a diplomatic crisis between Russia and the West. The UK expelled 23 Russian diplomats. Other countries, including the United States, Canada, and Australia, followed suit. Russia denied any involvement in the Skripal poisonings. It claimed that the UK was using the case to demonize Russia. The Skripal poisonings, like the Litvinenko case, demonstrated the Kremlin's willingness to use chemical weapons against its perceived enemies. These events further strained relations between Russia and the West. They highlighted the ongoing threat posed by Russian aggression. Section 9. A Legacy of Suspicion, Litvinenko's Enduring Impact. The death of Alexander Litvinenko continues to cast a shadow over international relations. His case serves as a stark reminder of the dangers posed by Russia's government. It highlights the Kremlin's disregard for international law and human rights. Litvinenko's legacy is one of bravery, defiance, and ultimately tragedy. He sacrificed his life to expose the truth about the Putin regime. Despite the passage of time, the circumstances surrounding Litvinenko's death remain shrouded in secrecy. The Russian government has refused to cooperate with international investigations. The individuals responsible for his murder have not been brought to justice. The case continues to fuel tensions between Russia and the West. It serves as a reminder of the importance of holding those in power accountable for their actions. Litvinenko's story is a testament to the courage of those who dare to speak truth to power. His life and death serve as a warning to the world about the dangers of unchecked authoritarianism. His legacy will continue to inspire those who fight for justice and freedom around the world.